If you've come to my channel for low buy inspiration, click out of this video now. Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be a long overdue haul. It basically started the week after I posted my last What the Haul Paula, and it's just been piling up ever since, and we're not done. My birthday's still coming up, Christmas is still coming up, all of the great sales are still coming up, and it's not over, but it has begun. And I think I warned you guys back in January that I am just a slippery slope. I mean, I can stay so strong for the first 6 months of the year and do pretty well. And then once the second half hits, I just lose it. I totally lose it. And I'm just free falling. I am just free falling and buying all the makeup. So I'm excited to talk about it. I'm excited to show it to you guys. But if you've come here as a low buyer, I am sorry. I am so sorry, because I am no good. I am no good for that. I just love the makeups. I want all the makeups, and it's all on my table right now, and I need to show it to you guys so that I can then photograph it and put it away and start using it, possibly. Who knows? Maybe I'll just keep it in a drawer for a couple of years, but hopefully I will start using some of this stuff because there's some really good stuff in this haul. It's massive. I don't know where to begin, but I'm gonna grab a bag and we're gonna get started. This little innocent Walgreens bag looks like a good place to start. And it's not just Walgreens. Okay, so about a week after my last What the Haul, I happened to go to Walgreens, and what had happened was I had 3 items that were on my Ulta wish list, and they'd been on there forever, like a year, a long time. And I just kind of wasn't worried about them. Like, I'll get them down the road. I'll get them when I use up more makeup. I'll get them when I finish my Pan That palette. I'll get them later. And then lo and behold, all of a sudden, they're not available at Ulta anymore. Ulta has stopped carrying them on their app. And I start panicking. I did this in the last haul too. This is what gets me. I start worrying it's gonna be gone. I'll never get it. I'm going to miss my opportunity on this little gem. Not really thinking like something better will come along. They always discontinue older items for even newer, better items. Just hang tight, it's cool. Nope, I was in panic mode. So I ran to my local Walgreens because I needed something else anyways, and I found all 3 items that were on my wish list and picked them up. So here's what they are. This is the, I don't even know what it is. This is the Maybelline City Mini palette. This is the Shayla collaboration. It's still in the original box. Let me take it out so you can get a better look. I am really attracted to metallic shades lately. I don't know if it's because of the holidays or if it's just what's kind of in style right now. I don't know, but like I can't get enough of silver, like warm silver and cool gold metallic shades, if that makes any sense. I know that's like opposites, but yeah, warm silver and cool gold metallic shades. I just want to put them all over my face. Okay, so here she is. I have no idea if this is being discontinued or what, but yeah, I panicked and I grabbed it. This gold shade looks gorgeous. The silver shade looks gorgeous. And I just like the color story of this palette. Simple, easy. I have no excuses, guys. I have no legitimate reasons for buying any of this. I just bought it now, so I gotta tell you about it, and I gotta make it sound like it was a smart move, because otherwise I'm just an idiot who buys way more makeup than I can realistically use. So who wants that? All right, I also picked up 2 lipsticks. Hey, we all know that I could use more lipstick. I bought 2 of the Revlon Ultra HD lipsticks, one in the shade Sand and one in the shade Desert. So yeah, it still has a little sticker on it that says new, but Ulta isn't carrying them anymore, and I didn't know if that meant they were going, but these have been on my wish list for like a year. So I bought them. Oh, speaking of lip products, I was challenged by a subscriber last night to start using more colorful lip products when I'm filming. I think everybody knows I'm kind of a nude lover. I wear a lot of nudes. I put a lot of nudes in projects, but I do still have some colorful lip products. And she said, why don't you wear colorful lip products while you're filming? She loves seeing it. It makes it more interesting to her. She said, I think she said panning and stuff has been doing that lately and she's been loving it. So yeah, I decided to take your suggestion, Ashley, and this is the Lorac Lip Luster Cream in the shade Rain. This came in like a holiday set last year, maybe the year before, I don't know, but thank you for the suggestion, Ashley. It is fun to put some colorful lipstick on for a change because I never do that. I decided to jump on a weekly wow at Sephora a couple months ago. It pushed me over the edge, and then I started adding on some items from the clearance section, and before I knew it, I spent 50 bucks at Sephora. I had a gift card, so it was free, but I have more makeup than I need now because of that. So all of this, a lot of this was on sale that day. A lot of this was. Yeah, it was all on sale. Everything I bought was on sale. Oh, I'm kind of excited about that. I got a perfume sample from Hermes. Is that how you say it? Hermes. I'm not even gonna try and say it. It's that one. It looks like it's gonna smell good. We'll see. And then I got a Becca foundation sample. And then I got a Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. I've always heard good things about this and I've never tried it. So I'm really excited to have the opportunity to give that a try and see if it's worth buying, because I would if it's really good. If it's as good as everyone says it is, I guess I will. Okay, I bought 2 eyeshadow palettes. I bought the Pretty Vulgar palette. This is the Phoenix Rising palette. This is one that was an Emily Noel 83 recommendation, of course. And it's got a lot of warm shades. So here it is right here. And yeah, I think it was half off, or it was deeply discounted. I can't remember what, but it was part of the weekly wow. And at the same time, the Too Faced White Peach palette was part of the weekly wow, so I got that for half off. It is definitely what pushed me over the edge. I love the packaging of these palettes, and I like Too Faced shadows in general, but the color story in this palette was not worth the full price for me. I just couldn't justify it, but I felt like I could justify half price, so I picked it up. And that's it right there. I am a sucker for that peach smell too. I do like makeup that smells good. It really, I don't need it, but it makes it better. Okay, while I was perusing the sale page, I found a limited edition Becca highlighter in the shade Dreamsicle. And oh gosh, that packaging is so cute with the white. What a difference that makes. But I hadn't even heard about this until an Instagram friend, and I can't think of who it was, but I was talking with her and she was like, oh my gosh, there's this new limited edition highlighter from Becca called Dreamsicle and I have to have it. And so she was buying it. And then I was like, oh, what's that all about? So I went and checked it out, and it definitely seems like something that is geared towards somebody with deeper skin than what I have. It's pretty deep, but my interest was piqued, and I do love a peachy highlighter. So this isn't that far of a stretch from what I would consider a really nice highlighter. It's a little bit dark. We'll see how it works and how I end up using it, but it was on clearance, so I snagged it. I snagged it up. The next 2 things, one of these things was clearance and one of these things was a free sample. I should not have gotten either, but I did it anyways. I got a free sample of the Nest perfume Cocoa Woods, and I am really excited about this. Just saying Cocoa Woods sounds like my kind of perfume. There's nothing on here that helps tell you the notes. But I believe it's like a vanilla and sandalwood kind of scent. Let me smell it. It's actually quite masculine. Jessica, you would like this one. I'll have to see what it smells like on me, if some of those masculine notes kind of disappear and more of the cocoa comes out, because that would be ideal. I also picked up the Go Naked perfume oil. Tati has been raving about this for the longest time, and I am just really into like sweet, coconutty, beachy scents, and I believe that's what this is. I could be wrong, but it's a roller ball. Yeah, it's very beachy. I cannot wait to try this. It's small, but it's an oil, and it's my understanding that this is a very strong scent that will really last like all day long. It's been on my wish list for the longest time, so when I saw it on sale, I jumped on it. That's it, the Go Naked perfume oil. Does anybody have it? Is it Holy Grail for anyone else? I don't know, tell me. The last two items I bought were also on clearance. They'd been on my wish list for a long time, and they were $5 each, so I pulled the trigger and bought them. They're 2 Sephora eyeshadow singles. This one is in the shade June Gloom. It's like a cool toned taupey shade. And this one is called Pool Party. And yeah, it's a pretty vibrant blue. I'll have to swatch it next to the NYX Primal eyeshadow that I just posted on Instagram and see which one performs better. But yeah, just a really vibrant blue. I don't have a lot of super colorful eyeshadow palettes. Like I passed on the Urban Decay Electric. I've passed on a lot of those kind of palettes. But I don't know, this bluey purpley shade just kind of jumped out at me, and I got an issue. I got issues. Okay. The next thing I have that's new is something I received from Influencer for review purposes. This is the Chlorophyll Detox Mask from Perricone MD. It is a beautiful green color, and it has these little, they're called chlorophyll microcapsules. And yeah, there's these little gritty bits that aren't that gritty, but you can feel them like little spheres. We'll call them spheres inside the mask. And as you start spreading the mask over your face, the spheres burst, and it changes the mask from a very light like seafoam green to a slightly deeper green. And that's the chlorophyll in here, and it's supposed to be very detoxifying. I tried it 4 times and then I reviewed it. Nothing else here has been tried on by me except for this, and I do recommend this mask. You guys know I'm not a big masker. I'm really lazy about it. And my skin isn't as needy as it used to be, like in my teens and 20s. Like I felt like I had to do those kind of things in my teens and 20s. Like it was part of the routine to kind of create a balance. But because of the diet I'm on these days and the fact that I really don't eat sugars or carbs much at all, plus just getting older and my hormones kind of evening out, I don't need to do as much as I used to. And masking is one of those things that I'm almost doing because I just want to use up what I have more so than I'm really invested in skincare. But if you are a skincare junkie, if you love masks, if you love that kind of stuff, or if you need that kind of stuff to keep your skin balanced, this is a good mask and I would definitely recommend it. I thought it was very good. I'm not sure how much it costs. You know, obviously Influencer sends these out free in exchange for your honest review. But yes, I do recommend this. I think it's a good mask. It wasn't over drying, but it is the kind of mask that dries down and will pull some of the impurities out of your pores and do that kind of good stuff. So I recommend. All right, what's in this box? I want to know. Oh, yeah, that was a bad one. Okay, we'll get to that one in a minute. There's no excuse for my behavior, you guys. All right, I placed an Ulta haul. What prompted this haul was a Too Faced Gingerbread Man palette. I'm not gonna lie. Gingerbread Spice palette, excuse me. Yeah, I had to have it because it was limited edition and it's in a tin and it's cute and it matches my other cute little tins. And I like the colors, I like the color story. And here she is. This is the inside. I'm sure you all have heard this already, but it does not smell like gingerbread, which is a crying shame. It smells like vanilla cookie, which is my only complaint about this palette so far. How can you have a palette called Gingerbread Spice that smells like vanilla cookie? It just is wrong. But yeah, these colors are stunning. I love them. I've heard that a couple of these shadows are duds already, like this one I've heard complaints about. But that's that. I also picked up the Melissa Michelle palette, the new one. I passed on her first palette, but this one got me. I'm not sure what it is that made me, well, yeah, I know what it is. It's all the glitter. The glitter got me. There's still a protective sheet on it that I should take off, but I'm not going to yet. But yeah, these glitter shades right here seemed so stinking cute. This one. Plus, you know, you have a lot of roses and pinky shades for transition colors, which I love. This is a glitter liquid liner right here. We'll have to try that out and see if that holds up on my eyes. But yeah. I also picked up a mini MAC Fix Plus setting spray. I had one of these before and used it up, and I kept it because I wasn't sure 100% if it was part of something you could back to MAC or not. And it's just been sitting around forever. And finally, I was talking to my friend Overdressed and Under Budget on Instagram, and she said that alone will not be counted as a back to MAC, but if you have 2 empty half-size bottles, it will count as a back to MAC. So I was really happy to hear that. I hope she's right. I haven't verified it yet, but she generally knows what she's talking about, so hopefully she's right about it. And if I bring in 2 empties, I could use it towards a back to MAC, so that's why I picked that up. And then finally I picked up a brush. This brush has been on my wish list forever. It is the It Cosmetics double-ended complexion perfection brush. The reason I have been wanting this is because I think it is 2 years ago now. 2 years ago now, I bought a complexion set from Mascara Beauty. It comes with a like creamy kind of yellowy colored, what they call highlighter, which is a matte like shade that you put all over, and then a bronzer that you put in the perimeter of your face, and then a blush and a like shimmery highlight. They're all cream products in a pan. Now Mascara Beauty sells their own line of brushes, but for whatever reason they were sold out of their equivalent of this brush at the time while I was placing that order. And so I wasn't able to buy it at the time, but I had a coupon, so I wanted to place the order. Anyways, I've had these 4 products sitting in a palette for 2 years, and I've really never used them even once because I just don't feel like I have the right way to apply them. So I finally bit the bullet and bought this brush. This brush is ridiculously expensive for me. I don't like to spend a lot of money on brushes, like $10 and under. This is a $48 brush, but it is a dead-on dupe for the mascara one, and I think it will work perfectly for applying the Mascara Beauty products that I've had sitting around, and I would like to start working on those in 2019. I think they will definitely be in a project for next year, so I bought this brush. Okay, up next, I have been doing so good with avoiding HauteLook this year. HauteLook has been a pitfall for me for years and years and years because you don't get free shipping until you spend $100. And so I don't even consider buying from them unless there's $100 worth of product to buy, which is crazy. That's a lot of money, but that's the way my brain works. Well, last month sometime, Urban Decay came to HauteLook, and lo and behold, all of these palettes that were like ones that had gotten away, ones that I missed out on, ones that I'd like to some extent thought I had come to terms with the fact that I had missed out on them and was like, it's okay. All of a sudden, there they all were on HauteLook, and I bought them all. I did. I bought a complexion prep spray, the B6 Urban Decay prep spray. I've never tried a prep spray before, so I have no thoughts. It says redness reducing, pore minimizing, oil absorbing. I don't know if this would be better for the winter or the summer. I'm gonna play around with this and see. I don't think this is something I need in my life, but rather than spending more money on like more eyeshadow, I decided this was something I would actually use up in a realistic time frame, so I bought that. I also got 4 eyeshadow palettes and a lipstick. So let's get into it. I bought the heavy metals. I can't remember exactly what I paid for, but obviously when you're buying off of HauteLook, you're buying discontinued products at a discounted price. So I did not pay full price for any of this, but I did pay for it. This is the heavy metals palette. I was not interested in this very much when it was initially released at full price. I thought, no, that's not something I need for that price. Even like using Ulta points, I stayed strong. The packaging is obviously stunning, although I know I keep talking about packaging, but honestly, sometimes I think I would rather pay 1/3 of the price and not pay for this fancy packaging. As cute as the packaging is, it is equally inconvenient, which was a major complaint about this palette, but the shades are gorgeous, a lot of warm neutrals, which I do love, and some nice purples and golds and whatever. So yeah, I picked that up. I got the Naked Basics one. Been on my wish list for a long time. Definitely did not consider it a necessity until it was discontinued from Ulta, and then I panicked because all of a sudden then I needed it. It's so cute. There it is right there. We've all seen it. One shimmery kind of shade called Venus. The rest are mattes. It's your perfect companion palette. It can stand alone. You could carry along L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow with it. You're good to go. It's great for travel. I never travel anyway, so that doesn't matter, but all right, I got the 2 Kristen Leanne palettes. This was the one I wanted but missed out on. This one I initially wasn't interested until everybody else bought it when it went on sale at Ulta and was raving about it. They said it was like the best, and then all of a sudden I was like, dang it, I should have gotten that one. I felt like I'd missed out. I had FOMO. So this is the Warm Neutrals palette. I believe they're all matte. Yeah, all of these are matte. Cute packaging. Didn't need it, but I didn't need any of this, so I'm not even gonna say that. That's ridiculous. And then this is the Kaleidoscope palette. I don't know if it was the colors or the layout or just the fact that Urban Decay releases a new palette every other week, but I really felt like this was one I could let go of and not be sad until everybody started trying it and was like, oh my gosh, it is like such good quality eyeshadow. It is so great. And I do love metallic eyeshadows, and yeah. I'm ridiculous. And then finally, I picked up a lipstick in the shade Snitch. This is a shade that was in those little like blister packs of lipstick samples that we received, and I already used up the entire sample of it. Took forever, but I really loved the color and told myself, like, someday you'll buy that color for yourself. It's a really good color. And then of course, it's already on clearance. So it's a sheer shade, so it's a sheer kind of warmy orangey shade. Yeah, so it comes out very sheer. It's nowhere near that shade, but I love sheer lipsticks. That's like my favorite kind of thing. Glosses, sheers, balmy things. Those are my jam. All right, the same day, after spending $100 at HauteLook, I'm going through my emails and I get an email from MAC Cosmetics stating that their Oh Sweetie lip color collection is buy one, get one free. So I bought two. This is the, once again, scented lip gloss. They're called lip colors, so I think they have quite a bit of pigment to them. They're more than a gloss, but they're like a gloss consistency. And I got the shades Coconut Macaroon and Creamy Peach Pie. That sounds kind of dirty. So yeah, they were buy one, get one free. And then I got a sample of shade scents in Cream de Nude. I've used up one of these in the past and I think this is a really nice scent. I'm probably never gonna buy the full size, but I do really like this scent, and so it was nice to get another sample of it in my hands. I jumped on some ColourPop sale. I don't remember which one it was, but I bought some ColourPop stuff. I've been doing pretty good about staying away from ColourPop too. I'm trying really hard not to buy any Super Shock shadows. They're all starting to dry up on me and it's so sad to see them go. So I'm trying not to buy those kind of creamy shadow products, but apparently I felt like I didn't have enough pressed eyeshadows in my life, so I bought some of those. First, I decided to get the Fame palette. This is kind of the cool tone version of Fame and Fortune. It looks like this. Neutral, really neutral, kind of erring on the side of cool, not too cool. But yeah, gorgeous. I also grabbed this Pretty Much pigment palette. I briefly convinced myself that I didn't need this, and then I convinced myself that I did need it. Pinks, purples, my jam, a taupey shade, a shimmery shade. Love it. Finally, I bought the Good Sport palette. This palette was calling my name from day one. It wasn't a matter of if I was going to buy it, it was a matter of when I was going to buy it. Again, purples, metallics, greeny golds. I just absolutely love the color layout of this palette. Okay, this next one is a doozy. It is a doozy and a half. Sometime over the last 12 months, I walked into a Sephora, and as I was walking out, they had one of the Pat McGrath 6-pan palettes open for swatching. And they also had the a couple other high-end palettes there. And I swatched them all. My whole arm was covered in swatches. And none of them spoke to me the way the Pat McGrath ones did. Like, I literally did not want to wash it off when I got home. I was so mesmerized by the look of the shadows that I had swatched that I couldn't wash my hand. It was so beautiful. It was so hard. And so I realized I would never pay full price, and even like 20% off at a Sephora VIB sale wasn't that good. But I could do it. So then I started checking out the Pat McGrath website, and lo and behold, they have bundles on their website. And if you buy the bundles, you get a better deal than 20% off if you buy the bundles. But I still hadn't done anything because I have a lot of self-control. And so I waited and waited, and all of a sudden, the other day, like last month, I get an email stating that they're gonna give me a 10% off coupon code for patmcgrath.com, and it put me over the edge. So I ended up buying a bundle of 3 6-pan eyeshadow palettes from Pat McGrath. And you all can call me crazy, but the truth is, with those 2 discounts, it actually makes it an affordable eyeshadow palette. I mean, kind of. It makes it kind of affordable. The package looks like this on the inside. It's got like the crinkly papers. So fancy. And here they are. This is the one that got me right here. This is the Mothership Sublime palette. This is the one that I had swatched inside of Sephora, and after that I had to have it. Ugh, what a bummer. The shadow names are on a plastic insert. I don't know if that really matters, but it's kind of a shame. It's also on the back, so I could toss it if I wanted to, but here they are. There is nothing special about these colors. Nothing at all. I'm not gonna swatch them right now, guys. I haven't taken a photo of this yet. It's gotta wait, but trust me, when these go on, it is like nothing I have ever seen before in my entire life. They swatch so beautiful. They're just stunning, stunning, stunning. This is the Subliminal. And it's more cool tone. Again, very neutral, but very cool tone. And then finally, this is the Subversive, and it's pinks and purples. I think I'm covered. I mean, I can say that about everything. I've been covered for a long time. All right. Another influencer gift. I was sent this for review purposes. I haven't started using it yet. I have no idea how it performs, but I'm excited to try it out. This is the Strivectin Advanced Retinol Night Oil. So yeah, starting tonight, I'm going to be working on this and seeing what I think about this. I think some of the questions to see if I was a good candidate to review this product was like age related, like am I old enough to try this? So every once in a while, it does pay to be old. Another skincare product that I received straight from the company for review purposes was this skin brightening formula from the brand La Fer. I believe this brand can be purchased off of Amazon directly, and they'll ship it to you. And the company actually reached out to me and said, pick a product from our website and we'll send it to you, which was pretty freaking exciting. And so I ended up going with this. It's a skin brightening formula. It aids in correcting dark spots, helps to even skin tone, assists in smoothing sunspots, and helps reduce the appearance of redness. And I can say that I've been using this for about a week. I've had no negative side effects. I'm having good skin days, and I think this is a good product. My biggest concern when trying new skincare is it going to break me out, especially after I reviewed a product earlier in the year that, like, whew, all of a sudden my face erupted in gigantic pimples. And so my number one thing is it going to break me out or isn't it? This did not break me out. I've only been using it a week, so time will tell if it really has some of these effects that it claims to have, but it is a great product that is fitting nicely into my routine and not having any negative effects so far, and I'm happy about that. So thank you so much to La Fer for sending this to me for review purposes. I am eternally grateful. A lot of you guys will know that BoxyCharm a few months ago had the Alomar palette in it. Now I knew about the Alomar palette from like Jump Street because I follow Kathleen Lights. So as soon as this palette came out, Kathleen was talking about it. You know, it's her makeup artist who created this company and this palette, and she was really excited about supporting her friend and makeup artist, and I loved it. I absolutely love this palette, but I'm very lazy when it comes to finding products that aren't available at Ulta and Sephora. Like, if it's not at Ulta and Sephora, and really if it's not at Ulta, I rarely bother because it's just too inconvenient and there's no like perk. Like, I'm always looking for the perk, like where's the discount code or the coupon or the points or the freebies. And so a lot of these individual companies don't have stuff like that, so I never bother. But this palette was calling my name from day one. Then everybody got it in their BoxyCharm, and I was like, that's cool. I don't have BoxyCharm. I don't need BoxyCharm, whatever. But it was still bothering me because I still wanted this palette. And then I started seeing everybody post their eye looks with this palette. And oh my gosh, that shimmery, metallic, greeny silver color was calling my name. So finally, I went to my good old friend eBay, which I've already said, don't buy old makeup off of eBay, but this was new makeup-ish, and it was only $7. So I got the Alomar palette for $7 off of eBay. I think I had to pay like a total of $10 with shipping, but it was still what I considered to be a good deal. And this is that shade that I was talking about. I basically had to have this shade. I love all these shades. They're all gorgeous. I think this is a beautiful color story. I have no complaints about any of the shades, but this is the one that was haunting me right here. It's called El Malecon. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I love this kind of shade though, and yeah. Yep. So my birthday's in November. It hasn't happened yet, but my dad goes out of town. He has a house in Arizona that he likes to go to for November until basically Thanksgiving. Like he leaves mid-October until Thanksgiving and comes back home. So we celebrate my birthday early with my family, and it's just kind of become routine that I send out a Sephora wish list, and I send it to all my family members and say, surprise me. And they do it because they love me, even though they think I am totally ridiculous. So here is my early birthday gift from my family. Obviously it's all things that I wanted because it was on my wish list, but here it is. I finally have the Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder. I've wanted this for, I don't know, 3 years, but I have other setting powders to get to, so I couldn't justify spending the money on this, but it was gifted to me, so yay. Maybe it'll make my eyes look 10 years younger. That would be awesome. I also have the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Prismatic Amethyst. This is another kind of splurge purchase that I could not justify buying, but if it was a gift, it seemed okay. Anybody else feel that way? And it's basically a light pinky purple highlighter. One of my brothers got me a Sephora gift card or a gift certificate, so this will be used probably during the VIB sale. I'm trying to like combine my birthday gift with my gift cards with the VIB sale all at once and just make one purchase in November, so I'm kind of hanging on to that. But the other two makeup items I got, I am super stoked about it. I got the new Sephora Pro palette. Now, I don't have any of the first Sephora Pro palettes. They had like an editorial one with a lot of neon colors and then a cool one and a warm one. I want them all, but they have a new one called the New Nudes. Looks like that, and it is stunning. It is so gorgeous. And yeah, so this is my first Sephora Pro palette. It looks like that. And I would agree that these are today's version of nude shadows. They're gorgeous. And this palette is pretty respectable. Good shadow sizes, nice weight, love it. All right, if you've been watching my videos this year, it is no secret that I am a fan of the Smashbox Masterclass palettes. I first got turned on to them by Emily Noel 83. I have bought 2 Masterclass palettes from holiday seasons prior to this. And the second this was released like midsummer, I fell in love with it. So I kind of felt like I was probably gonna end up buying it. It is the Smashbox Masterclass. This one is called Knockout Neutrals. The packaging is stunning. It's a kind of rose gold metallic shade, and the inside is formatted similar to last year's Masterclass palette. So this is all lip products. These are all blushes, highlight and contour, and eyeshadows, and they're all very warm neutral. So yeah, I have no doubt I'm going to love this because I've loved all of the other Smashbox Masterclass palettes that have come out before. The only one I skipped on since kind of getting turned on to this palette was the one with all of the cream color correctors. I knew I wouldn't use any of those, so I passed on the whole palette that year, but all the other years I've been buying since then, and yeah, we're getting down to it. I've been filming for like an hour. I'm a little embarrassed by this next purchase because I'm not even totally 100% in love with this formula, but there is something about these polishes that get me every time. And when a 40% off coupon came along, I caved. I'm talking about Kale Polish. I love the shades. I love Kathleen Lights. I love her story behind all of her polishes, but I'm not crazy about the polish formula. It chips on me, and that's all I can say. It chips on me, but it applies beautifully. It dries super fast. They are gorgeous, gorgeous colors, and so I put up with the chipping and the reapplying because of all the other reasons that I love it. I probably shouldn't have bought these, but I'm gonna show them to you now because that's what this is all about. There isn't one collection that I bought from. I bought from a variety of collections, shades that were either sold out at the time that I had wanted them previously, or some of the newer shades that just came out recently since my last Kale Polish purchase. But yeah, I bought 10, so let's get into it. I finally have St. Clair. I've wanted this for a long time. Every time I went to go buy it, it was sold out. It is a pastel blue. I would wear the shade year round, but it is particularly gorgeous for like spring, winter, spring. I bought Hug and Roll. I think this might have been from the same collection. It's like an off-white pinky shade. This is Marshmallow Sunset. She released this one individually, like not as part of a seasonal release. And it's like a shimmery white shade with like a pink shift or a flip to it. I picked up Charmed. It's a purple with a blue flip, and it's gorgeous. I also picked up Miss Kensington. I'm really feeling the pastel shades right now, guys. I don't know if you can tell. Maybe it's because I've been wearing black nail polish for like 2 months straight, but I'm craving pastels. All right, the next 5 are definitely more fall and winter appropriate. I picked up Graham. This is like a gray beige, a grayish. Yeah, it's a grayish. And I love those shades. I also got Cafe Disco. This is one of her newer ones. This is a grayish that has like a silver shimmer in it, and it's a little bit darker than Graham. I finally got Carmelo. This is another one that was always sold out when I went to go buy it, or it would be in a bundle that was a good deal, but I already had the other 2 polishes that were in the same bundle, so I didn't want to buy doubles of 2 of the polishes, so I never got this until now. And then Cassiopeia, it's like a brown black with a bronzy shimmer. It's almost hollow. Everybody calls it hollow. I would have called it holo. Anyways, it's almost like a holo shimmer or hollow shimmer, but I've wanted this for a long time. And then finally I got Medusa. This is also from the new collection, and it is a duochrome, multi-chrome kind of shadow with a lot of green and gold and bluish. It's got a lot of colors depending on which way you turn the bottle, but I see like a yellowy green and a bluey green and an orange, and yeah, gorgeous. All right, we're on to my most recent haul, and then we are done. It's been a long video. So I went to Ross and TJ Maxx to return a few things that I had bought for the kids. Clothes, shoes, stuff that didn't work out. We had a wedding to go to, and I was panicked, and I bought more than I needed because I wanted to make sure I had what I needed, and I knew I would be returning some of it later. Yeah, I had to return some things at Ross and TJ Maxx. They're right next to each other in my town, and I stumbled upon makeup. I have been doing so good not buying makeup from these discount stores this year, but I slipped up. First I went into Ross, and they had the Lancome Juicy Shakers. I've been wanting these forever, and I just couldn't justify the price tag. I mean, I honestly felt like the cost of these was outrageous. I know some people spend this kind of money all the time and it's not a big deal. And I will spend money on makeup. It's not like I'm always looking for drugstore prices, but I just felt like this was a little too high for what it was. They are tinted lip oils, and they are like part pigment, part oil. You can kind of see it's separated here. And then you shake it up, there's a little metal ball inside, and when you shake it up, it kind of mixes and becomes a tinted lip oil. And I've been wanting them forever, but I just couldn't justify the price tag. But I saw them at Ross for $3.49. So I picked up a bunch. A lot of them did end up looking like, even though they were different shades, they were the same basic color, like a sheer pink. So I tried to control myself a little, but I got Melly Melon, which is the one I just shook up. Wonder Melon, which is like a more reddish, deeper tone. And then Freedom of Peach, which is obviously like a peachy nude. Like that. So yeah, I decided for $3.50 I could do it. They also did have some matte shakers. I was not as interested in the matte shaker formula, but I did pick up the nude shade. This is called New Devotion. Probably New Devotion. Nude Devotion. Yeah. Anyways, it's a nude. It's matte. And I got it for $3.50. So then I walked next door to TJ Maxx, and I'm like, well, I just bought 4 new lip products. Let me see what they got over there. And I bought more lip products because that's what I needed in my life. I did also make one like slightly practical purchase. I bought a Schmidt's deodorant in cedarwood and juniper. I have been going through natural deodorants for the last year and a half, trying to find one that I can use exclusively. I never find a deodorant that I can use full time. I will use a natural deodorant for like 5 days, 6 days, then it stops being effective completely, and I have to go back to my deodorant with aluminum for a day or two, and then I go back to this. I'm currently working on a natural deodorant that a local woman made and sold at my local farmer's market. It has a lot of like shea butter in it, and it like melts on contact to my skin. It's very strange. And it's all right, but it's still not holy grail status. I've been wanting to try Schmidt's for a while. A lot of people who are into natural deodorants say that Schmidt's is the best, and I know that my local Costco sells them in like packs of 3. But before investing in a pack of 3, I decided I would try one for $4. So cedarwood and juniper is an interesting scent. Very natural, woodsy kind of scent, as you would imagine. I'm not mad at it, so I'm gonna try that out. And then my local, I always feel like my local TJ Maxx never has the good stuff. Like, I see everybody else's TJ Maxx hauls, and I'm like, my TJ Maxx doesn't have that. They don't have anything, but they finally had something kind of good, and it is the Peach Kiss lipsticks from Too Faced. This is part of the Just Peachy or whatever. Yeah, the Peachy collection. And I ended up buying the shades Sure Thing and Got Peach. Sure Thing is a cool tone neutral. At least that's what it looks like to me. It looks pretty cool tone, right? I don't know. I think it does. And then I picked up Got Peach, which is like a fall peach color, like burnt orange, deeper. These do smell a lot like the eyeshadows. I like that scent very, very much. So, yeah, 2 more lipsticks to the collection, guys. We are done, finally. That was a massive, massive haul. I've been filming for over an hour. Hopefully by the time I get done editing everything, it won't be that bad, but this was massive. We're not done yet. There is going to be another haul in 2018. For sure. This is a lot of makeup. I have years worth of makeup, particularly eyeshadow, nail polish, and lip products sitting in front of me right now. I wish I could say that I feel horrible about it, but I don't. I'm ridiculous is what I am. So that is my haul, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below in what you'd like to see in action, and I will do like a get ready with me or like a product focus kind of video on anything from this haul that you guys are interested in getting to know more about. Leave it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.